They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his man. That's Landry. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches. They felt good. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Charles Tapper in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now from the 50. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, Darnold. And this is incomplete. The Jets and Browns, 2 cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5 in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory.
And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about? the first ever Monday Night Football game. The Jets at the Browns. Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970.
It was indeed. I just happen to have the note here. I don't know this off the top of my head, but September 21st, 1970. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Mayfield on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. It's Harris. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Mayfield on play action. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Play fake. Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They picked up another first down with that run.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
All right, now, look at 56.
Here's Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They run for it with Hunt. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A 1st down throw. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this 1st half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we all...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Darnold from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to send this one deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now Mayfield. And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And his pass incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Landry now on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now it's Crowder. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A give to Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking long for his tight end read. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Here we go! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Hut.
2nd down, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sam Darnold looking like he belongs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. The Jets will go for 2. They were just 1 for 3 on 2-point conversion attempts last season. Darnold now to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short game.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
On third down, Mayfield to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
On second down, Mayfield again, staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 5. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. Mayfield now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He'll start out on the ground with Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stick.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Landry. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
That's Njoku over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Browns, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me. Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing.